The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. I'm not gonna lie, I just love seeing the boys back in action. Season 4 just wrapped up, and so, just want to talk about Z Boys. This season, okay, I think I like this season for sure over season 3. Oh, wait, time out. Yeah. I think I liked it over season 3. But Soldier Boy, bro, Soldier Boy, hey, he's just so cold. Honestly, he just Jensen Ackles, as how you pronounce his last name. He just plays Soldier Boy so well. But this is not about season 3. This season, the main plot, I really just liked mostly all the plot thread. Oh, what did I do? I really like where everything is heading, and I feel like more so than this season or than last season. There's a bit of it. I'll get into it, but we're not pussyfooting around no more. We're just getting straight into it. We're getting to the main meat and potatoes. Okay, speaking of the main meat and potatoes, the main plot for this Starlights v the home. I don't even know what are they called? Fucking what are Homelanders people called? Just like Homelanders, Starlights v Homelanders people, Homelandians, and then oh goddamn, broke my legs. And then the virus from Gen V. Okay, that's what I will say. I really like, and this could be, depending who you ask it, the mileage may vary, but I really like how intertwined Gen V is. Can I this is gonna be full spoilers, by the way, because it's season 4 of a show. I'll try to keep Gen V spoilers super light, anything that's not pertaining to the main plot. But the virus that was made in Gen V is the main point in this, or can you really say main point? I don't know, but it's a main plot point in this. Maybe not the main point, but oh, there's my ship, dude. And just Homelander, he's getting fed. He's getting fed up, bro. He wants world domination for his sonny, Ryan. And so, he's trying to radicalize the soups in this season. He's trying to, he's always seen himself, but superior to humans, but he's trying to like get the other heroes' mindsets on the same wavelength. And he says a very good line. I love the main plot in this. And just there's some really this is definitely recency bias, but there's some really solid subplots, and I know for sure this is not recency bias, but I'll get more to it. But Huey subplot, bro, just like that's some good stuff. Butcher's just whole ordeal, like what the fuck is going on in Buddy's brain, did I finish the line? They're not gonna be celebrities, they're gonna be wrathful gods. I don't know if I finished saying that, but speaking of like the main subplots that I did like, and I'll get to more of this when I get to my problems, but there was just some subplots that I just didn't think hit as hard. Like Frenchie subplot, like that felt like a whole lot of, I don't even want to say nothing per se, because it is character development in a way, but like I don't know, I'll get back more to it. But Kamiko and her whole thing was kind of whatever, but I think it had a really good payoff that really saved it. And then but let's talk about the new additions in this season. Last season, we probably had more, but you got Soldier Boy, he's honestly my favorite character in the boys. He's just so cool, bro, not gonna lie. Not like not in a literal sense, because he be on some like homophobic, like racist shit, but he's just Jensen Ackles. Like he just plays him so well, so charismatic, just a lovable rogue per se. But I think my favorite addition to this, and honestly is up there with my top characters, Sister Sage. I love how she goes about and just obviously like her smartness, but like the way she stands up to Homelander, because everyone's so chicken shit around him, and honestly I get it, like it's fucking Homelander. He's off his rocker, so I get it in that sense. But I just love the way she stands up to him and is not afraid to say her piece or whatever the case. And I love but I really like how she constantly has to correct people, like she's the smartest person on earth, and like kind of not they kind of, not kind of, they keep calling her the smartest woman on Earth, but she's the smartest person. And I think Huey is the only person to say that she's the actual like smartest person and not try to, you know, add the woman part into it. I don't know. That just like speaks to misogyny in general, but like the plight of a black woman, you know? And I think that they did I mean, they didn't, it's not like a super highlighted point, but I like how they kind of, you know, play with that a little bit, a little bit. But, and I really, the fact that like she has to like lobotomize herself to enjoy the simple shit is really cool. And I'll get to, you know, how that like plays a little with like with Noir and stuff. But Firecracker, she's fucking Alex Jones 2.0, wannabe Alex Jones. Can I do something with this rusted metal? I don't think so. She's fun in that. She's like, I hate her character. She's one of those characters where it's you love to hate them, you know? Like she's just a conniving bitch. I don't like to use that word a whole lot, but she's just a conniving little scoundrel. And just I really like how like she slowly comes up, you know? Like she's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but she has some like clear fire to her, and that makes her dangerous per se, you know? Like she makes her someone you gotta keep an eye on. Like, you know, I don't trust you. I don't trust how you're moving. She's also a pedophile. That's not casual money at all. Like Dr. Disrespect 2.0 in here. I like her devotion though. She's very devoted to Homelander. Like even, and this will come up later when I talk about it, because I think it could play into some interesting. Oh shit, my mining beam's about to go out. Some interesting stuff for maybe season 5 with her breastfeeding Homelander and whatnot. That sounds, I mean, you probably wouldn't be watching this if you haven't seen The Boys, but that's probably a crazy statement. Her powers are shit. She's like a more terrible version of Jubilee. Like she makes this little fucking like sparkle. I don't even think she uses it besides just showing what she can do for like 3 seconds. But yeah, I like her. There's some very good additions to this series. I don't think I really disliked any other ones, but fucking Noir, the last edition. I'll get to. I really like New Noir. He's so funny in this. I like how he has like narcolepsy and he's. I really like how Homelander is, or just everyone's telling him, bro, stop talking, and he's like trying to get direction for his like. Is he an actor? I know it's so. I said New Noir. Noir died last season, but it's the same actor underneath the mask. So it's the same actor underneath the mask, and so he's just now showing his face and actually getting some speaking lines. Wait, hold on. Didn't we see Noir's face? Or okay, I'll say this. It's the same actor doing the body work, but we do see Noir's face in the last season. And it's a different person. It's like his face is all messed up because not Homelander, Soldier Boy was like bullying him or some shit. Kind of blanking. He just in episode 3, Homelander does this like crazy, because he's not supposed to be talking, and he's like they're like at a pep rally or something, and he's like getting fired up. He's like, you know, punching the air or whatever, and like Homelander just does this crazy stare at him. It's so funny. It's like this lingering stare, and he's just like, bro, Homelander's gonna kill you, bro. Like, chill out. But yeah, Noir, I love Noir in this new Noir, and I'll get to I'll get to this more, but I don't like how he's not really formidable per se. Like when old Noir, we'll come back to that, but love the new additions, all great. I'm just missing Soldier Boy, man. I'm missing Soldier Boy. Kiss me through the phone type shit. Not like that, but you know what I mean. The main plot, you know, the virus and stuff. But let's get into like, there's a lot of this show. Everyone has like their own thing going on, you know. Like there's a lot of subplots. Some hit harder than brother. Some hit harder than others. And I'll get to which ones hit the hardest. There's a whole section. I took a lot of notes. I rewatched the series, and I took quite a few notes. But let's just start with the main man, Billy the Butcher. Butch. And I have like a whole section for like the season finale, so it's like if I don't say anything like pertaining to that, that's why. But is someone landing on me? Oh no, it's just the storm. I should get indoors. I should go back to my ship actually and wait it out, because this is, oh man, it's getting radioactive out here. I'm about to turn into a fucking Ninja Turtle or some shit. Oh, there's my ship. But Butcher, bro. What is Butcher on this season? I think his, next to Huey subplot, his was my next favorite in just the whole season, bro. You just don't know what is going on with Butcher. Like, is this man, like, what is happening inside his brain? You got fucking, I just love how, I love his standing with the boys at the beginning of this season, and just how he's on the outskirts and he's not really, they're not trying to fuck with him. Like Starlight specifically and Huey, he still has a soft spot from him. There's probably a one point where he gets like, get the fuck off the team, Butcher, but he's the main one advocating for Butcher to come back and whatnot. But I just really like how I just got the craziest text of my life, bro. Like, you don't even, should I show this, bro? Look at the text I just received, bro. Look at that. Hold on, bro, let me read it out, bro. Show me the turtle pussy, cause I ain't seen none. I was talking about that. The thread was, I was saying that there are female Ninja Turtles, and that's the response I got. So, yeah, crazy sidetrack. That just like got me off my whole ball game. I'm gonna text this man and say I exposed you. Yeah, that was a crazy message. Just got me just off my game, bro. I think I was saying like Billy the Butcher. He's on the outskirts. Oh, I like how much MM's on his ass, bro. He's on his ass this season, but like you can just clearly tell that he still cares about Butcher. And I mean, he literally says like he keeps fucking with him because he just thinks this time will be different and like they could be brothers again, I just love there's so many like good dynamics with this there's just so many good dynamics in this show. A-Train fucking, and the boys, but A-Train and MM, fucking Billy, and this is always a through line, but Billy and Huey's like little brother big brother relationship, Ryan and Butcher, Homelander and Ryan. Like, there's just so many good dynamics in this show, bro. But Becca and Kessler, bro. I mean, it was pretty obvious. I just love how they played in this show. Like, him just starting out talking to Becca, and like you just see him the transitions. Like, at one point, I think Becca, he's like falls in the bathroom and like Becca's helping him up, but it's in his head. But in the he grabs her hand, but then the transition, it's like he's grabbing the tub, and that's actually supporting him up, or helping him get up, and just little stuff like that. Like, he'll be talking to himself, and then the camera will like pull back or pan back or whatever, and then it'll or cut back, whatever the right terminology for it is, but it'll cut back, and like Butcher's just like wearily walking around like a fucking drunk man, just looking crazy, just he's just being a fucking crazy man. And then like I love how I love when fucking Kessler, played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Hold on, time out before I get to what the part I was about to explain. I love just seeing Jeffrey Dean Morgan in this, and just with like, same with Jensen Ackles, just chewing up scenery, bro. Like every scene he's in, all the dialogue he has, bro, it's just, you hang on every word. Like, he just, oh my god, I love Kessler in this. I was a little disappointed to find out he wasn't real, just because like he's not a person that can have interactions with all these other characters and shit, but like just him and the devil on his shoulder with Becca, or devil on his shoulder with Kessler, and then the angel on his shoulder with Becca, and just when they finally break that barrier, and just, oh my gosh, it's so good. And then Kessler snaps on Becca, and then like Butcher's just like, oi, you can see her, just like, what the fuck. And it was like there's clues throughout, and I think I got clued in, and there's probably, some stuff sooner, and I just, didn't catch it. What the fuck? I didn't catch it yet, but what clued me in just like for sure is when Butcher first captures Samir, and he's talking to Kessler, and he's like, da da da, and like Samir has like I mean, I was gonna say subtle, but it's pretty on the nose. But he has like a reaction where it's just like, who the fuck is he talking to? But it's very easily dismissible because like the buddy just got his fucking leg chopped off, so he could be clearly experiencing some delirium. But I was looking for little stuff like how in the Last Jedi, where you know Luke's not really there. Like, is he like leaving footprints on the sand? That's Last Jedi example. But like, is he casting shadows? Is he moving stuff? Is he, you know, interacting with the world around him? And it's like the stuff that you do here, like you hear him like opening and closing doors, but it's not on screen, you know? So they do a very good job at like, in my opinion, at playing like, is he really there? And it's not hard to tweak that. Kessler's clearly in his head, but I like how, you know, I like the when they finally break down that barrier, but then it does the flashback and you see all the times that he wasn't there. And what also clued me in for sure was in the same part with Samir. I think Kessler goes to touch Samir or wake him up or something, but the camera puts his hand on it, but then when it like does a cut or whatever, it's Butcher's hand on him and Kessler's in the back. And so it's like it's clearly there. And I love that so much. And I love like their just whole interactions and how he was pushing Butcher to do. He was the other the other part of Butcher, you know, he said, you know, I'm the type of person that wants to hear him scream and kill all the soups, and he's saying that as himself, but you know, that's Butcher's mind projecting that. And just like the Kessler just like blackouts and Butcher's just whole thing with that, it was just so intriguing. It was one of my more favorite plot lines of subplots of the show. And again, it's just recency bias. I gotta rewatch. That's one thing. This show's gonna be very, very. Can you sit on this? Can. This show's gonna be very, very fun to rewatch when like season 5 wraps up, because season 5 is gonna be the last season. And just watching, you know, this with Gen V and stuff just all the way through is just gonna be so good. One thing, you know, there's a little bit of this, and there's a really good moment. I'll get to it when I talk about the season finale. But Billy's little brother, big brother relationship with Huey, I just feel like we were kind of, that's super lacking in this, in my opinion. Not even like lacking per se, but it's just I wanted so much more of it. It's just because it's just such a good dynamic, and just Butcher's always been an ass, but like he's an ass times 10 in this. And I just love his. There's a lot of, I feel like, nuance to a lot of characters in this, and oh my god, I can't wait to get to it. The Butcher v Newman, like, oh my, that fucking idiot. Anyways, before I move on to the next character, Butcher's big ass boots be having me crying, bro. I need carbon. I'm over here getting fucking dust. His big ass boots, bro, be killing me every time. He's just like swimming in them bitches, bro. Huey though, Hugh, the main man, Huey. They put Huey through the fucking ringer in this season, and some of it's like, you know, great character development, and then some of it's just like, all right, bro, enough is enough. And you know, I'm talking about this man literally gets sexually assaulted. Hold on, there's Tech Knight, that was by multiple people, so you know, there's layers to that one. And then there's the Starlight Imposter, and then they have sex a lot. So yeah, he gets bro, yeah, they put him through the ringer. But besides that though, it's not funny, but besides, you know, the sexual assault and shit, but like just in general, emotionally, like his mom coming back when his dad is on his deathbed, you know, pretty much. And just that interaction, I love seeing his mom back. Not that we've seen her before, but I love her introduction and just how I really liked her. Oh, I guess that's a new addition as well. I really liked how, you know, they made, at least me, empathize on why she left, because, you know, hearing this, like, Huey's mom just upped and left when he was 9. He was standing by the door for a week. Like, hearing that, like, bro, fuck this lady. But she had a very, very valid reasons. She had like postpartum depression, and she tried to kill herself, and it was just like, okay, like there was very valid reasons on why she left, and then there was very valid reasons on why Huey's dad was hurt about it. And God, and I'm actually gonna get to that plot thread, because that's honestly Huey's dad, like in the hospital shenanigans, bro. That's one of my favorite like subplots in a show in a while. And that's just, again, recency bias, but like just in general, bro, it was so impactful. The emotions, like, with it, the acting, like, oh my gosh, bro, chef's kiss. And but before I get to that, and I guess, I mean, it plays into that, I really like how Huey's like overarching thing, and it plays into the finale, is like forgiveness. Like I think what was, out of all the things going on with, like, the boys, and the more like, not interesting per se, but more high octane things going on, you get something like cutting to, Huey's mom, Huey talking to his mom in the hospital. What is this? Oh, you get to talking about, you cut to Huey's mom in the hospital and whatnot. It's like, okay, this is kind of boring, for, caveman brain people, but just like how it just, the theme of it all, and like how it plays into the finale, he slowly forgives his mom, breaking down those barriers, and, slowly building a new connection with her. And then that ultimately bleeds into him forgiving A-Train. And then that ultimately bleeds into the finale of, trying to make it right with Newman and whatnot, and stuff with Butcher and stuff. It's just so good. Simon Pegg, bro. Simon Pegg. He puts on a acting fucking clinic. I don't even know. Like, this man just locked the fuck in. I know he's a good actor in general, but bro, it was okay. I'm saying that in the sense of like, you really don't get to see, with this character, that type of emotion being shown, and just see that come out in the hospital stuff, and just the way he, because I guess I should explain this for whoever's watching this who hasn't seen The Boys season 4. Yeah, you're watching. All right, anyways, but Huey ends up, not even Huey, he brings V to give his dad. Oh, I'll get to it. He brings V to give his dad because he doesn't want him to die. He's practically brain dead, and so he's like, damn, he's feeling bad because he's wrapped up in a fucking a goddamn fight for Earth's survival with the Supes, and so he's not really spending a whole lot of time checking on his dad and doing son duties and whatnot, keeping up with your parents in adult age and stuff. And so he tries to call Huey, but Huey doesn't pick up, and that was the last phone call before he had the stroke. And he's just talking about, like, I think it was like a Alex Cross parody, like those books or whatever. Him going from the lucidness and just remembering where he is and then not, and then he just does so good, because at one point he's like, I gotta take Huey to, he thinks Huey's like 12 at one point. I gotta take Huey to the action figure store to get a Tech Knight doll or whatever. And just his line delivery with that was so good, because he's like clearly not all there in the head, and his mind is just elsewhere, and it's just a very stark difference from how he was playing it before and whatnot. And I just love how they set it up, because before all this happens, the V stuff with his dad, Huey, and I think we did know this a little bit, but Huey's mom tells him that she did try to reach out, but Huey's dad, was so hurt and angry that she didn't let her talk to Huey. And so you get that, and you get, she left when he was 9, and so that was probably happening for the first couple years she was gone and whatnot. And so when he goes back to, when he says, oh, I gotta get this doll for Huey, adult Huey says, bro, I'm Huey. And he's like, no, Huey's 12. And that was like, whoa, he's gonna, as soon as he sees Daphne, his anger's gonna go, because that's how his mindset was when he was in that era of his life. And it's just such good setup, bro. And then I think I seen someone say on Twitter, like, it's cool how him and Huey have similar powers. Like Huey can teleport, and can he teleport? He does some shit. Or go invisible. I don't know. He could teleport. Yeah, he can teleport because he teleports out of his clothes. He could teleport and sorry. Oh, my thrusters. Okay, I was like, okay, my launch thrusters. I gotta get some pure thing. Hermetic seal. Let's get that going. And then, okay. Oh yeah, like Huey could teleport, and Hugh phases through walls, and someone like correlated to them not feeling seen or whatever. I don't know if there's a direct correlation there, but I thought that was a pretty neat point. But just he gets stuck in the middle of a fucking man, Huey's dad. Like, that was wild. And I don't know if I'm just getting like more chicken shit, but bro, gore is starting to fucking. There was a couple times in this show where I was like, ooh, like trying to shy away, and usually I really don't do that. Fucking been watching cartel beheading videos since I was 11, but that's probably fucked up my brain a bit, not gonna lie. But I just really like how Huey is his speech to bring his dad back. That was just such good performances from both of those guys. I really enjoyed that. And then I really like how, you know, because it's the whole point, and just, bro, I just love Huey's arc in this, and just how his dad gave his mom power of attorney to pull the plug on him because of Huey let his oh shit, let me get at my refiner. Huey let his cat fucking, what's it called? What is the right word? Suffer until it was like literally couldn't walk anymore or whatever, or it fucking exploded from their words. Whoa, blood and diarrhea. that was a weird trail off, but let's see what these boys talk about real quick. I probably don't have any like language things to actually talk to them, but I'll go to the shops, right? And just how, you know, he's grown a lot since season 1, and just he's grown a lot since season 1, and you know, his dad probably, I mean, he's not with him on fucking missions, he just hasn't really seen that, and so he still thinks Huey's just this same scared. Whoa, what is this place? I've never seen this. He doesn't think Huey's gonna pull the plug on him, and Huey tries to. Ultimately that's the decision Huey has to make. And like I like how he used his skills that he learned from the boys, specifically Frenchie, to create I was gonna say harmless, but a drug that will kill his father with no pain. I don't know what the word for that. And so, what the? What is happening? Oh my god, it's fucking Dune. And like, I think, you know, that's building up into Huey ultimately having to kill Butcher, and I think that's what is really building him up for in that sense. And I just really love all that stuff, you know. And I think A-Train, you know, besides what Butcher got's going on and Huey stuff, I really love A-Train's arc in this too. And there's so much tension filled with A-Train's arc in this, because he's the mole and everyone is fucking looking for him. Like, who is the mole? Who is like Homelander is just so when A-Train, what's it called? What am I trying to say? When A-Train gets found out as the mole, when he fights Deep in Noir, and he goes to Ashley, bro, and he goes back to the tower to tell Ashley that he's been made, it's just so tension-filled. Like, at any point, bro, I feel like Homelander was gonna bust through the door, just like, oh my gosh, bro. I just love the uneasiness you get when, you know, your own Homelander's receiving end, you know? And I really like, you know, his strained relationship with his brother. I can't remember what. Obviously, he's mad that his brother's a fraud, but I just don't exactly remember what happened in season 3 or whatnot between his brother. But I like the way that, you know, he exposes him to his nephews. Like, you know, he's not no fucking real hero. You know, just saying he hasn't had any real saves. That was really interesting. And so they make a comment and say like all the saves are fake, but that's not the case, right? There's some genuine saves, correct? Because, we do see some stuff in like the earlier seasons that, are contradictory to that statement, no? But for the most part, I think like the saves are fake. And I just love like just obviously, his arc, but you're slowly becoming a boys affiliate, and just how each action, and it's been like this, I think, for a while, at least the last like 2 seasons, each action brings him closer and closer and closer to the light until, he finally gets that wake up call from the kid, saving from Tech Knight's party, which I'll get into. Wait, there's this weird building over here. Saves from Tech Knight's party, and then that little kid sees him, and he's like, and has this, oh my god, look like, whoa. I just seen my idol rescue someone in real time, and just like I really like that moment because it's just between them and the kid, like whoever he's with is like his grandma or something, some older lady. She's out of it. I think she might be like unconscious, not like or like just sleep or whatever. And they have this like that intimate moment between those two, A-Train and the little kid, and it was just really cool. And just each action just whittles him down to be a boy. And this whole season, bro, and a lot of people on like social media and whatnot just thought A-Train was not gonna make it. He was not gonna make it, but he made it through the season. He's for sure dying next season, for sure. There's no doubt about it. I think a lot of characters are dying next season, but we'll get to it when we talk about the season finale. I mentioned it a little bit earlier before, but I really like him and A-Train's. Not him and A-Train. A-Train and MM's, kind of banter back and forth, because knows that A-Train is gonna flip. Like, he knows he's wavering. He knows that. And so he's just like giving him that little nudge. And I didn't really think about this. I like how, he knows that, like I said, but I like how MM's, involuntarily the reason why he has that moment with the kid, because he had a fucking heart attack. Fucking loser. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I don't know why I said call him a loser for having a heart attack. But yeah, speaking of, I didn't just mention her, but Ashley though, she just has like this pact with old boy. What the fuck is A-Train, and she has this pact with A-Train, and it's just like, wait, do I even pulse? Oh, I do. Cool. He has this pact with A-Train, and she's a fucking freaky frog. There's a couple freaky frogs in here. I'm talking about you, Tech Knight, you freaky frog. I'm glad you're out of here, buddy. Where am I going? Hey, but I don't know if I just mentioned it, but she be having that shit on, my boy. She be dressed to the nines, bro. She be having that shit on from head to toe. She's been like this for a minute, but just like wavering from wanting to work with Vought and whatnot. And where am I going? I just want to go to the space station, brother. Hyper speed. We going into orbit. Fuck, this game's so good. At one point, with the alliance with A-Train, at one point, like, she's unraveling, like, she's fucking gets drunk as hell in the middle of the day, and like A-Train comes in. I forgot why he came in, but he didn't come in with this intention. But he tells her like, you need to get your shit together. And that was like such a funny moment, because like that is literally, like I said, that's not what the mindset he came on. He's just like, you're gonna get us both caught up, because you're over here being chatty Cathy, and you're about to spill some beans that we don't want beans being spilled. I really like the actor for Ashley too. I'm not familiar with her name. Actually, I'm gonna look it up really quick. Colby Minifee. I've actually, yeah. So yeah, she's super good. I'll say that for the season finale talk. But I liked Ashley's arc in this. She was like, everyone is like pretty nuanced in the, or more or less, everyone's pretty nuanced in this show. Like, you clearly tell, well, Ashley, she is a shitty person, but like, she's not, she does shitty things, but I feel like she's not that type of shitty, that is being required of her, I should say. For the most part, she still does shit, but it's like, that's not her body. You feel me? That's not who she really is and whatnot. She's just like kind of stuck in this machine. I really like that a lot. And like, you know, she just made mascot of Vought, and Homelander for the most part is the one running it and shit like that. Starlight. Starlight's kind of, her powers, bro, are so ass. And it seemed, I'll get to this in this season finale, but it seems like they're getting a little, you know, a little better. But her powers are so ass, bro. I forgot what character says it, but she like does this shit with her eyes or whatever, like, trying to boot up her powers, and like someone's just like, the eyes again. Like, they know she's not on shit. It's so funny. But I really liked her arc in this too. I think she had a really strong arc of, you know, identity crisis. She's over here fucking doesn't know who she really is without Starlight. She's quick to anger. She's on one this season, bro. But I really like how she doesn't want to be Starlight, but Starlight is oh wait, don't I get like money for I really like how she loses like her shit against Firecracker. And just like bro, we're heading into the fourth quarter, bro, and I really like how it's stressing everyone out. It got Starlight on edge, it got on edge, it got fucking Butcher cracking mentally, fucking having a devil angel conversation on his shoulder. It got Frenchie stressed out. That man, like it's taking a toll on everyone. I like how that's clearly seen in a lot of the stuff. When she was facing her doppelganger, and I think episode like 6 or something, is having that conversation and like literally has a face off with her. It's just really cool. Like that performance between the light and dark, like light and dark version of herself per se, her v the doppelganger. You know, they're back and forth in wherever house she's being held in when she gets captured. It's just really good, and I really like the performance from her. Wait, what's their actress's name? Erin Moriarty. Erin Moriarty. Yeah, she's really good in this show, in general. But I think this season was honestly probably my favorite. Again, recency bias. I've watched each season like once, and what was like the first. I'm not saying like her best performances in the first season, but it's been a while since the first season and whatnot. But I think it's probably my favorite performance from everyone. Actually, has like their best performances in the show. I think they're really good into the groove. I'll get to Homelander, but you know, Homelander, Butcher, Huey, Simon Campbell, Kamiko. I like how I was like using the character's name and some of the actors' names. But yeah, I really liked her arc in this. MM. He's just like struggling to run the boys, and just he wants to hand it over to Billy, but Butcher's just he's Butcher. So it's like, can you even trust that, you know? Let's go to a different planet, honestly. Yeah, and just like, you know, the whole stuff with Todd, I really like that. He gets his girl back. gets his girl back. That's great. I love that whole setup with Todd, and that whole sequence was really fun. It's just like Homelander makes them martyrs because they're the most devoted fans of his, and just them beating them to death with bats, and like Noir just going like, guys, that was kind of fucked. That was really fun. And just yeah, I really love him. There's so many good plot threads that I like in this, and like, you know, I'll get to the weaker ones, but there's just so many that I liked and that were just so fun. Homelander, the star. Whoa. Straight Wawa planet. Oh, so you have to have aquatic landing technology. Can I just drive in the water? No. That would be some shit. Whoa, this is so cool. So wait, so if you can land on water, I haven't really did any underwater exploration in this. Huh. Is this planet just all water though? That's actually really cool. Let me sexy see. Let me land on this rock and fudge. I don't have any thrusters. Cause if I land on this rock, I might be stranded. But Anthony Starr, bro, he's goated as Homelander. Is this like best villain or what? I feel like he's a top villain. I'm not gonna lie. And I just love like how every time, bro, Homelander, he's just so menacing on screen. Like you don't know which way he's going to go. He might just fucking hit someone in the goddamn temples and make them bleed out from their ears. He might laser someone's head off. He might fucking rip someone's guts out. He might fucking suck some breast milk. Oh, fuck me, bro. I don't have any 5 minutes. Hell no. You just don't know what he's on, bro. He's a loose unit, and I love it. I love it so much. I love like how he's having like a midlife crisis. I'm pretty sure he's collecting like his gray hair, and you know, Sage has that one part where like she says that, you know, his team has been dyeing his hair more frequently and whatnot and stuff like that. I love that about Sage. Like she just tells him about himself and fuck the repercussions. She knows he's not gonna touch her. What's it called? Just like him trying to run away from his humanity and just, but he needs his humanity to connect with Ryan, but then he also wants humanity's approval, or like, you know, certain just people in general. Like it's just there's so much to play with there, and just like he just craves from whoever he cares about. He craves validation. Him going home, or what? Before I go to the episode where he goes home, him ripping Webweaver in half. Like Homelander has done a lot of crazy shit in this show, but like that was honestly one of the most barbaric things I've seen him do. And just like, because it's just, I don't know, bro. It's just the way his face. Oh, I had this random thought. It would be really cool to see Glenn Howerton play Homelander. I feel like he would do a really good job, but he just like has this like animalistic, just like he like licks his lips as he's like, it's just so crazy. And just him, it was just so barbaric and inhumane. And I know he has done a lot of other inhumane shit, but like I don't know why that one just really stuck with me, bro. But Homelander goes home though. Like that just whole sequence was just so tension filled. You can cut it with a knife, bro, but it's even more like thicker than that. Like you could bite that shit, no cap. Like the tension just with everyone just so uneasy. You know, Homelander, it's just how he get like details through his past. It's just so good. And just how he slowly goes down. He's like, hey, Frank, you know, let's play waste paper basketball. And you know, just that whole sequence, and then makes that man step into a furnace and burns him. And I like the little details, like when the guy's in the furnace, like he puts his hand up to the glass and it like burns his hand because it's just so hot. And just like, you just really, why is this here? This like valley thing. Is this because of the worms? Over like, he just does a really good job at conveying on his face that like what am I trying to say? It's like there's you could tell like through his subtle like acting and just like the little his nuanced performance and just like the twitches on his face. You always can tell like Homelander is thinking something else or whatever. He just like does a really good job portraying that. But in this sequence, I really like how it just like it put some visuals to that. You know, not saying that we need it, and it does this other time with other characters where it's just like kind of whatever, but what's it called? I really like putting visuals to it. I feel like it was really fun and impactful. Like he lasers a man's dick off, makes him jack off in front of everybody. Like this man is just on one, bro. And it's pretty fun seeing it. It's just him putting on that acting clinic, bro. That was really fun. And I really like the main doctor lady, just how she's so nonchalant. Like, bro, Homelander, chill out. These people were only following orders. Like, if we're gonna be mad at anyone, be mad at me. And like she seems like she's not scared, but when he gets her in that red room, bro, she cracks, you know. And oh, do I even have a blaster mode? I don't, brother. But and I really like how she like details the story of Homelander. Just like, that's what I was saying. When he gets her in that room, bro, like she clearly cracks, and you could see that she is fearing for her life, which, you know, makes fucking sense. Who wouldn't be in the presence of Homelander? But I like her detailing the story of him, how he came to be, where she just, whoa, damn, is he mourning his dead partner? It's kind of sad. But how she just says that he lasered open his mom's womb and then he fucking floated out like the Antichrist or some shit like that. That must have been crazy. And I like how, you know, it ended off with brutally murdering everyone. But it is a detail that I didn't pick up on the first viewing. But what happened to bro? Jesus, what is going on? Okay, all right, let's keep it pushing. You know, just him trapping her in there, and after he murdered everyone in front of her, and just yeah, it's just that episode is just so good. I just love all the performances in it, especially Anthony Starr's. But Ryan, though, I really like Ryan's arc in this. Really is actually a surprising standout character for me, honestly. I didn't expect to like Ryan this much. He just has a really cool dynamic of he doesn't know what to do, and like clearly he should not sympathize with Homelander, but like I don't know, I get it. Like that's his biological dad, and really the only person who hasn't been trying, he does, but like that kind of like set him free in a way, you know, like he's not chilling with Mallory and hiding away. He's not, you know, with, I don't think he was ever with Butcher, but like, you know, he's like Homelander liberated him in a way, you know, so it's like you get it, but you know, you see him try to fight against Homelander's corruption, but then like you see Homelander sink his claws into Ryan, and it's just so good. I love their dynamic, and just how, you know, it's not super often that we see Billy's more emotional side, but then can I like shoot at these? I just love every time he tries to connect with Ryan and just try to reach out to him like he reaches out to playing like a Mortal Kombat knockoff. Whereas I think there's some movesets from actually like Mortal Kombat and Injustice in this. In that Mortal Kombat knockoff game, I gotta go back to that Copper Planet because I need some stuff. I think it's this one. Homelander just like, you know, projecting on him, saying, "I gave you everything I ever wanted as a kid." You know, and just like that's not what Buddy wants. You know, he wants I just love that projection on him, and just like, you know, you get little stuff of like, is Ryan gonna flip? Is he gonna be, because Ryan is like the only person who could really stand up to Homelander, and like he says that he's stronger than him, but it's like is Ryan just like overall gonna have more potential to be stronger than Homelander, or is he right now stronger than Homelander? You know, he just doesn't like really know it yet. I'm not really sure, but I really like that a lot. Like he has to kill his newfound dad. You know, it sucks, honestly. From that perspective, like, hey Ryan, you got to knock that man off. You got to do your business, bro. No one's gonna be mad at you, I promise. But yeah, I like how he is trying to find himself. Like he speaks out on against everything on TV or whatever. He doesn't exactly follow what I just get hurt for. He doesn't exactly follow Butcher and what he does, what he's got going from 100%. Even Mallory, which I'll get back to in a second. Like Mallory, Fritchie, Kamiko. So these are the two. So yeah, you know, I like Frenchie and Kamiko overall, but I feel like they had like the weaker subplots that I wasn't really totally vibing with. I feel like Frenchie's was kind of just like, you know, the whole stuff with Colin and turning himself in, it was just it was really whatever. And then it just kind of, they just make this whole point of Frenchie and Kamiko are not going to get together, and they end up doing it. It just felt like a whole waste of time just to get to that. I know it's like character development, yada yada yada, but it just really wasn't that engaging or intriguing. And it kind of, I think maybe I'm just blanking on what happened like at the end of season 3, but it kind of just felt like out of nowhere, just finding the guy at rehab, and it was like kind of left field per se. Is it like done off screen, or does he like meet him at the end of season 3? But it's like, yeah, I just really wasn't vibing with it. It wasn't super impactful or anything. Oh shite, I didn't even know I had rockets. But I think that overall the subplots, there's other very intriguing subplots, like what's going on fucking with, it's not like Butcher stuff's not fucking uranium. I thought it was copper. just Huey's whole thing, and then Kamiko, her stuff, like Kid Soldier stuff, was like, yeah, that's cool, like seeing some backstory, I guess, but it was like really, really whatever for me. But it was ultimately saved by what happened at the end of her. It had a really, really good payoff in my opinion. Yeah, but it kind of just felt like, Frenchie's just like, they just didn't really know what to do with him this season, and just giving him busy work until he was really needed to work on the virus and whatnot. So it's just like, in that sense, I wasn't really feeling it all the way. But yeah, it was just, yeah. Newman, bro. Victoria Newman. What is actually her actual name? Is it like Claudia something? Claudia Domit. She's so fucking good in this. She has so much. Most of these characters do, but she has just so much nuance, and just like, is she gonna flip? Is she gonna work with the boys? Is she gonna continue on the path that she's on? Like, you just don't really know which way she's gonna sway, Ooh, it's a copy deposit right there. Yum yum yum. I didn't know like her and Huey were dating in real life. I just like really love their back and forth in this show a lot. But I'll get to more in her in season 3. But I just love like what she went through, and just like how unsure she was, and like when it was time, it was just like when time and shit hit the fan, she was just like, whoa, I might not be cut out for this. But yeah, I just love just her smugness, and just how she, when Homelander like outs her, he just like, he's like, oh, Victoria Newman's a superhero, and just how she plays it off, she's like, oh, what a compliment. Like, she's just so charismatic, and she's just such a good speaker, like, public speaker, and she got the gift of gab for real, But I just loved her stuff with like Stan Edgar and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll get to more back into her character in when I talk about the finale. But the Deep, there's not too much to say about the Deep. He's just a funny character. The Deep, he's just so funny, and just his subplot with the octopus, and then fucking Tilda Swinton is the octopus. But when she dies though, the voice acting on it is so crazy. She's I want to see, I wish I was a fly on the wall to see her performance during that, and just to see her do that, because she's like has these like dying gasp of breaths, and then like she like constantly comes back. It's just so good. Yeah, but he's just not Noir. The Deep is just the Deep. Like, there's nothing to really say much about about that. When is bro gonna die though? Like, you got all these people dying, and Deep should be probably the next one in line, in my opinion. Yeah, but before we get into the season finale and like, start to wrap this up, my problems though. I don't think that some of the situations aren't that well written, and it's like, it's so close to being there, but it's just like, it just didn't get all the way there. Like when Butcher was on his deathbed, and he's talking to Ryan and trying to, ease him into coming with like Mallory and stuff. She just like kind of, it's like, bro, what do you think is gonna happen when you tell him that Homelander is the evil bastard and he like raped his mom and some more shit? Like, how do you think that he's gonna react? And Ryan's reaction was totally reasonable. He was just like, bro, I'm gonna come back, and I get it, they're short for time, but he's just like, I'm gonna come back, but I just can't deal with this right now. So it's just like, Mallory, let this man Butcher talk his talk to Ryan and let him, ease into it. It's just like, she just kind of forced the situation and just turned it bad, and literally she's kind of the reason all the shit goes to shit, because she literally, and that's the thing though, is Ryan evil? Because he kills Mallory, but it's like, I don't think he's evil. It's like, I don't think he's there, and he flipped that switch to Homelander, to Homelander time. And I could be wrong about that for sure, but I just don't think he's there yet. And then also with Butcher killing Newman, bro, I really did not. It's just so. My problem with it, bro, is like her death just felt so like it was just felt like a wet thud, and it was just like, that's how she's gonna go out. And it's like they spend the whole season trying to saying she's invulnerable, trying to find ways to kill her, and then like Butcher just comes in and then like rips her in half. And it was like when she was already compliant, she was already gonna go with them, and it's just like, it just felt super unnecessary. And it honestly just felt like she died because, and she's such a good character, and I'm not even saying like, oh, don't kill characters I like, but it just honestly felt like for no reason, you know, like she wasn't like, it just felt like they just were, you know, built it up that she was this invulnerable person, and then she just died to Butcher. It felt like she just died to show how strong Butcher is now, you know? And it's just like, maybe it would have worked more if the whole season wasn't figuring out how to try to kill her, and then like she gets killed in this, like, in my opinion, unsatisfying way. And then like just Newman on the boys, bro, that would have been so cool, and just to see them try to navigate trying to kill Homelander together and stuff. It just, I don't know, bro. I just don't think it was handled super well. And then like the fact, and then the way she died too, you know, it was like, we just shown in this episode that in the episode that it happened, her reaction time is on the fly like that when Homelander shoots lasers at her and she has to up her powers to, you know, be invulnerable or whatever. And how does that work? Is she only invulnerable when she has her powers going, or super invulnerable because she doesn't have her powers going and Butcher comes and shoots her in the head and it just bounce off? But we know soups are already like kind of impervious to bullets, at least some of them. It's just like, where does that fall? But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But you know, she's basically, she's on the dime. Like, she's quick to up her powers, and like when Butcher, and I get it, and honest, I was gonna say I get it, she was off guard, but she was also off guard when Homelander did it. She was not expecting, maybe she was expecting something because he was like trying to out her, but she did not expect him to shoot lasers at her on live television, you know. And then it's like she just let Butcher get the drop on her and like cover her eyes and whatnot. It's just it just did not really sit with me well and how that was portrayed. And it was just like, it's just almost there. And it, you know, I seen Butcher's turn coming from a mile away, but that's we'll talk to that in a second. And just kind of, you know, like I said, it kind of felt like it was just there to up Butcher's, you know, show his power level, and then just maybe pure shock value. And like, in my opinion, like Kamiko or Frenchie should have died if they wanted, not like to display his power, but like if they were going for a death or to show Billy's or Butcher's turn or something. And not like, and probably not Kamiko or Frenchie, but I don't know, bro. It just really wasn't handled well, in my opinion. But, and then like little stuff like when, you know, when they jump the deep, and then Annie is beating the deep with the weight, and it's like, it looked like she was doing damage, and then like Butcher's like, let's kill him. Is like, is like, do you even know how to kill him? It's like, I think Annie was doing a pretty fucking good job if you just let her keep going, you know? Yeah, so it's just like, it's just stuff like that. And after Huey goes through what he goes through, and like as his development with his dad and stuff, it kind of felt like they just didn't know what to do with this character. Like, this man, like I said, gets sexually assaulted multiple fucking times. And then like Starlight, and I don't really like how they handled it with Starlight. She didn't really... She acknowledged, like, you know, the stuff with Tech Knight, but like the stuff with the shapeshifter, I guess she was mad, but like, it just like, bro, your boyfriend just got like raped, you know, by a fucking doppelganger of you, and like, I just kind of felt like her anger wasn't really that justified. And like, I get it, Huey didn't recognize her for like 10 days and whatnot, but yeah, I just felt like that could have been handled better too. And it's just like honestly, like, just small, not necessarily small things, but it just doesn't really make or break the season for me. I know for some people it might, which is totally fine, but let's get to the season finale though. The recap warning, you know, with this recent stuff with the president and stuff, and so they like recap, and that was funny. And then they mentioned January 6th. Stuff like that, it's like super funny in the show to me. I really like Butcher's like goodbye in the finale to Huey, and you know, telling them to go to the steakhouse somewhere or whatever, but just like, it's like, damn, Butcher's really throwing in the towel. And I really liked his almost send off with that. And then Ashley takes V, bro, and she turns into fucking the leader. I'm gonna be really interested to see what her power is. Is she gonna get super smart? Is she just gonna get weirdly deformed? I've never seen a planet like this. Why is it sectioned like that? Whoa, what is this? This is pretty cool. What the fuck? This is a new type of planet that I haven't seen before. Whoa, that's really cool. What is going on here, buddy? Yeah, I didn't see. Is there copper on this planet? I didn't really see. Whoa, what the heck? Is this like bio like organic? Whoa. Huh. Really cool. Let's set her down. Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Like, what is going on here? Interesting. Frenchie and Kamiko, you know, they kiss or whatever. You know, I just feel like I'm not even mad at them being together, but it just kind of felt like a waste of time with the other stuff that was going, like with Frenchie's plot and shit. What is this? There's not shit on this planet. The fucking purge on Vought. They're killing all the employees, bro. It just, I love how this season finale, it kind of started off a little bit slow, but it really picked up, and it picked up in a big way. Like, it really ends on like fucking Ryan killing Grace, and then Butcher turns to Kessler, literally. That when he's like throws in the towel and's like, all right, bro, we can, what is going on there? We can like this is, what is this? Like, this is over. Like, he turns to him, and it's so funny, bro. It's like funny, but it's not funny, because like it implies the worst. But it's a really cool sequence. It's like you see Butcher like ebb and flowing. Like, he doesn't want to turn to Kessler. He doesn't want to murder all this. He the angel on his shoulder doesn't want to murder all the Supes, but the other part does. And it's like you really see him struggling with that, with selling, like, gonna sell out Newman, and then, you know, reneging on that and whatnot. Like, it's just so good, bro. He has like, what the fuck is Butcher? Like, are the tentacle monsters in Butcher? So he gets the temporary V. He gets like super strength lasers or whatever. That's all good and dandy. And then, but he loses that. He takes permanent V, and so the cancer and tumors that he got from the temp V is buffed up by the permanent V. And so what happened to like his laser powers and, you know, his super strength and whatnot? He probably still has super strength, but like, what happened to the lasers and stuff? So it's like, did that kind of make the tentacles and stuff stronger? Like, what's going on there? I hope they kind of, you know, explore that a little bit more in the next season. But I really like, though, how when Kessler takes over and like throughout the season, Butcher just looks more sickly and sickly and sickly and sickly. You see it on his face, you see it in his hair. He's graying. His eyes are like bloodshot, or getting more bloodshot. Like, he just looks like he's down and out. But when Kessler revives him or takes over or whatever, and not necessarily takes over, but he embraces Kessler, he just comes back rejuvenated, bro. Every time I see Butcher, though, I just think he just make a great Wolverine, bro. A great Wolverine. Don't know if he has the height on him, but it's the right height. But that, yeah, I just think, what is on this freaking planet? Nothing. But like, Sage really comes through. Like, she comes through with her plan, and bro, like, was this like, you know, she said there were some hiccups, so not everything was going according to plan, but she really like gives Homelander what he wants, puts Homelander in the position to be basically president. Like, she has like this yes man being president, but like when, you know, he's giving his speech and Homelander's behind him, he like kind of rushes him off stage, and like, you know, he's like really the boss in charge. The gang gets captured, though. I really like seeing Kate and Sam. Sam's strength, though. You know, you see Kamiko, you know, you see her get busy and whatnot, but then Sam, though, you see like she can't even phase this man, bro. It's so good. Like he doesn't even budge, bro. So it's gonna be so cool to see Sam in action and what he really does in Gen V, and then obviously season 5 of The Boys. And I really like how they brought back characters that we haven't seen for a while, like super characters. Like there's that one like buzz cut girl that we saw in like season 2, and she disappeared for a while, but they recruited her. Obviously she was captured by Vought, but you know, she's probably under Kate's mind control, or Kit Kat, I don't know, Kit Kat. But yeah, season 6, bro, is probably not season 6. Season 4's finale. I don't know why I said season 6. Season 4's finale is probably the strongest finale out of all the seasons. Maybe. I just really liked it a lot. It just felt like there was a lot. It set up so much. And then now that everything's on the table, we got through the plot lines. We got through Huey's development. We got through Kamiko's and Frenchie's development. We got through, you know, whatever fucking's going on in Butcher's head. We got through MM's, you know, panic attacks and whatnot. Now everything's on the table for season 5, bro, to just go nuts to butts. Like, we did all the groundwork, and we're just gonna. I hope they just hit the ground running, bro. It's just season 5 is about to be a movie show. Oh man, I'm so excited. And like and then the future though, the future of all this. Oh, Soldier Boy returns. See, returns. The best, my favorite character, bro. He returns, and then like, and I think it was like a scheduling conflict on why he wasn't in this season and whatnot, but he's coming back next season. It's like, it's Homelander. He's not gonna kill him because, like I said, he yearns for attention. He seeks validation, and who would the biggest validator would be his own father, right? You know, the person he seeks validation from the most, and fucking, he goddamn dissed him in the last season. So, yeah. Oh, and Firecracker gets like kind of sick from her breastfeeding stuff, and like Homelander has the comment that he can taste the cilantro. So, is that how they're gonna get the virus into Homelander? Because his skin's pretty impenetrable. With Soldier Boy coming back, he has the power to take away people's powers, so that could be a thing. But are they gonna like infect Firecracker first and then have her infect Homelander, you know, by accident? Like, is that what's gonna happen? Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see that play out. And then Newman's daughter goes to Red River for where Marie and Newman, you know, were, and then I really hope that we do get to see something with Newman's daughter and Marie. And I think in Gen V, Newman said that her daughter looked up to Marie, and so, you know, there's something there. And I really hope they don't drop the ball on that, and we do get to see something like that, that interaction. But yeah, I think it's definitely my favorite season finale of The Boys so far. I just felt like it was super strong. It felt like we were actually gaining some ground, and like the universe is in a different spot. And I'm more so speaking on season 3. I'm not super. Season 2 had a really good finale too, with like Ryan and Stormfront and that whole shebang. But I think the future of this, we're gonna go. I think next year we're gonna get Gen V, and I think filming for season 5 of The Boys starts in November, and so we're gonna most likely be getting season 5 of The Boys in 2026, which does seem like a far away, but we're gonna get Gen V next year, and then the year after is gonna be The Boys. So I really like how, and if, you know, depending where this shit ends, bro, how is this gonna look? Like, is there gonna be room for another season of Gen V? I want The Boys to end for sure. It shouldn't continue, but Gen V has really there's really potential in some spinoffs, and how we saw with Gen V and whatnot. And there's like The Boys in Mexico. I heard some bumblings about that, but I'm not really even sure what that is. And then also, Homelander, is he gonna go on a world tour? Because we really only see Soups in America, right? And so are we gonna start branching out into the Soups, you know, in other places? You're gonna try to, you know, start upping Soups in different regions and whatnot. So it's like there's we'll see what the spinoffs are gonna be looking like at the end of season 5, if that's gonna work out. But yeah, I really like this season. There's like some I found this bit funny. I guess we're gonna do that real quick before we close out. What's it called? Huey failing to throw acid on Newman, and Butcher coming in with the headshot. I felt like that was super funny sequence. He's just like mildly annoyed by it all. Kamiko's baby arm reaching out to Starlight and just splattering on. Oh, Kamiko's healing factor is on 10, bro. When did that happen? Like, what's going on there, bro? Her healing factor is on 10. So yeah, it's turned up. She's like dead ass like Wolverine now without the adamantium in him. So let's see. Homelander is about to make the Deep give A-Train a blowjob, and like Ashley has this like face that she wants to see that, like freaky frog. Frenchie says that Todd has Pete Davidson energy. I thought that was pretty funny, because he's like, bro, why is your wife so like into this guy? Butcher sends Newman a butthole when he, like, you know, doesn't give her the information that he agreed to give her. And I was hearing that was like her actual reaction, seeing that for the first time, and then like it cuts away right when I think she's about to laugh. So I think that might be true. Let's see. Oh, A-Train filming like the Blind Side knockoff movie, and then fucking what's it called? Will Ferrell is like the Sandra Bullock character, bro. And it's like he says, "Do you just want to keep slinging yayo for gangbangers, bro?" Hearing that come out of Will Ferrell's mouth was so funny.
Yeah, you're throwing it all away, slinging yayo for gangbangers?
You don't know me, coach. You don't know nothing.
The fucking human centipede. I don't even want to get into that. Sage wants to watch Transformers 2 with the Deep when she like lobotomizes herself to be with him. I thought that was pretty funny. Transformers 2 is a banger, bro. I don't care what anyone says. Let's see. Oh, it's so funny when Homelander gets genuinely sad when people betray him. Like, bro, what did you think? Like, you are a fucking crazy tyrant, bro. What did you think was gonna happen? Like, when like no one wants to really follow you, honestly, besides like Firecracker and maybe Noir. But yeah, I think I really enjoyed this season. I think I'll rate it. I'd rate this season probably like a 8. Yeah, I was gonna say 8.5, but 8. I think like there's some stuff like some slight like writing problems that like, and probably more than I brought up. But yeah, there was it just wasn't, some situations weren't all the way convincing in my opinion, and so, you know, it is what it is. But I still really enjoyed this season. Definitely probably my like I said, been saying recency bias, but it's definitely one of the better seasons in my opinion. I feel like there was a lot of progression in the universe. I feel like there was a lot of good subplots. Like Huey subplot with his dad is honestly one of my favorites, like in a show in a while. I'm at like 8.5, honestly. Like there are some writing problems, but I feel like there's some actually like really good stuff as well. Let's see. Yeah. And I'm very excited to see what Gen V, because Gen V heavily tied into this season of The Boys, so I'm assuming next season is gonna do the same. And so what is that gonna look like for Gen V though? Because they're captured right now. And the Boys team, most of them got captured. So are they gonna be, is season 2 of Gen V gonna be them with like, you know, some of the members of the Boys and them trying to work it out and break out or what, or whatever the case? Or are we just not gonna yeah, so that's gonna be very interesting to see that play out. But I don't think there's been, because they're filming Gen V right now, I believe, and I don't think there's been any, or at least that I've heard or seen around like the Boys cast being on set or stuff like that. So maybe not, but it's going to be very interesting to see all this play out. It's going to be very great watching this show from start to finish when everything, you know, comes out and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe for more future bangers. Go check out the other videos on the channel. Go check out the second gaming channel. I'm going to throw some stuff up there soon. Yeah, when, you know, stuff like that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Tschüss.